So in the years since South African duo Tkay and P.Jay came together to call themselves Benchmark, they've been the it men of Pretoria's hip-hop scene, laying down beats for countless others while growing their own catalogue. Last year saw their debut album, and the next is already taking shape with their released Wayase.
She gon' break it down for my chunky. Why I say, put them things in the air. Why I say, put them things in the air. Why I say, back at it, with another team. New models, same team. Clear bottles, limousine. No sleep, living the dream. God flow, hell of a life. Bravo, we stacking the ride. She wanna die for me. It's the killer swag. Pardon me, I mean hella dead. They blowing on my phone, get by miser. Knew it all along, man. They thought I would buy her. They don't got the hard bars, they just got the sizes. They just mad at me cause they know I got the Midas. Touch like I'm Tebow. Chill, zero. Yeah, they know the name, so they throwing shade gazebo. Got your main bae at the crib. Bet you ain't know she an info.
And give it up for the wonderful gentlemen from Benchmark, Tkay and P.Jay. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you for having us.
So how did you meet? And how did you come together to form Benchmark?
Actually, we're from the same neighborhood. I was a producer back in the day.
Whereabouts in Pretoria?
Pretoria, Westview, Denville.
Okay.
Yeah, so I wanted people to work with because I was new in the neighborhood.
And how old were you? Like, did you know that this was, were you already going pro, or was it
not really.
kind
It was
of
just
garage
starting
band
out.
vibe?
Yeah, it was a garage bedroom type of setup in terms of the studio and whatnot. So I just needed people to work with. And then like the people I met in the hood introduced me to P.Jay on some, oh, there's a guy called P.Jay, also a rapper. And then we met up and then I started producing for him. And then after that, we had this synergy in the studio and then we started working together.
I always find that so amazing because, I mean, were you students at the time?
Nah, not really.
Not really?
Actually, I was still in high school. I was like 17 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
I always am so, that kind of envious and so curious, I suppose, of that kind of vision.
Yeah.
Like, to be so young and to have this idea that you're going to produce for somebody. Like, did you know that it would grow to something that would, that you'd be able to make money from?
Nah, not really, hey, because I wanted to be a soccer player.
Yeah.
You know, like music is a calling, so I think I answered the phone call and then I started making music, and then after a while it was like, you know what, we need to make money off this.
Yeah,
you know?
of course.
Yeah.
That makes it more fun, I suppose. And how close were you to becoming a professional soccer player?
0 out of 100, I would say 0.5.
Well, in that case, I wanted to become a Victoria's Secret model.
Oh, yeah?
I was also like that close. So when you guys met, like, was it just the case of you producing, or was there instant, like, musical synergy between the two of you?
Oh, well, he was producing at that time, so when I was coming through, I was just like more of an artist than anything else. But then I was also interested in like producing. So he mentored me with all that. So I learned making beats with him and everything. So now we became like the duo that also produces music for other people, for ourselves. And we just did everything, you know. Also like focusing on us being artists as well. So everything was just fun at that time.
Were you focusing on school at the time? Like,
of course.
What did you do when you left school? Was it just music all the way?
I actually like did a little bit of graphic design here and there, and I was like, I don't like this. And at home, I just came through and just gave them stress, like, I don't want to be here anymore. I want to leave this. And then we found a music college, was it?
MND.
So
we studied sound engineering
together. So
in terms of like, because obviously, you know, you have to know what you're getting yourself into. You have to do some research. And then I found out that everything that I was producing was not, like, in terms of the quality, was not that good. So somebody introduced me to the school, and then we went to MND to study sound engineering. Yeah.
Well, that's certainly leveling up, because I suppose if you're going to make a life out of something, you've got to know if you're good at it.
Yeah, true story.
Because you can dream about something, you can fantasize about achieving this, but unless you're any good at it, or unless you're going to do the work to become good at it, it won't really happen. And what I think is so inspiring about your story, and what I want young people at home to listen to and really be inspired by, is What does it take from that moment where you are upskilling yourself to create something out of your passion and out of your dream to when, like, you first get discovered and when you actually do have a real shot at it? What happened for you there?
And I would say, you know, when you don't sleep, when you produce, when you make music, when you record, sometimes you think you are ready, but you are not ready for this life, you know. You might think you're ready. You need to go through some obstacles. We are human beings. We have different challenges, and we went through the different challenges, and those challenges made us who we are today, you know, yeah.
Yeah, and I think the most important thing also is that, especially with the music, you can get interested in, like, making music, but then also there is a business side to it.
Yeah.
So I feel like all these young people should equip themselves with the knowledge as well. The music business side especially can get a bit tricky, so it's important that you know what you're doing.
Well, the business of music, I suppose, if you've got the business sorted, then your music will succeed. So, you know, there was a song for Pill 2C, there's a song with GDG in it. You guys wrote a Bonang one. Why did you do that?
Oh, man.
Actually,
Other than to celebrate the Queen, of course.
actually, it was not about Bonang. It was just a title of the song, and then it was a collaboration between Psycho Beats, is from Cape Town, actually, and then Tweezy, and then because we were under a record label, they said, you know what, this is the sound, so how about you guys collabo and then, yeah, do it.
Did Bonang ever send you guys a tweet or something saying thank you?
She was not supposed to because of the way it was, like, recorded. It was not
And it was not about Bonang.
So,
Okay. I'll tell her that. Thank you so much for being here, and we're looking forward to your performance.
Yeah, no doubt.